Alright, so the first thing we have to do is to master our emotions. Do you know how emotions work? How do we feel fear and anger and lust and envy? What is the thing behind this? So the working of emotion is simple. The release of some certain chemical in our mind. We will cover this in two parts. 1. How to reinvent and use your brain. 2. How to be emotionless. Let me ask you a simple question. How much do you speak daily? I'm sure that you talk less than an hour throughout the whole day. 1. First thing is, stop getting dopamine. Do you know about dopamine? You can read about it in detail in the 4th chapter. But now we will know that dopamine is a pleasure hormone, which is secreted in your brain when you are feeling too much joy and contentment. If you want to control your emotions, then you need to reduce the amount of dopamine you are getting. You need to control all the satisfactory content that is being served to you in several ways, whether it is porn or social media addiction or any real-life pleasure. You will ask, why? Because it's a psychological fact that when a person is getting intense pleasure, then he neither thinks about the past nor the future. Time stops for that person's mind. But in reality, time is moving at its constant speed. Apart from that, well, now the common man is one who doesn't have control over his brain. He is like a feather in the wind. His mind moves from sad place to happy place, from sad place to happy place. He's hoping gods to do miracles, and one day he will somehow become better. And that common man is you. This is the first thing. If you want to have control over your brain, you need to kick out all the satisfactory emotions from your life. Then you'll see that you have an ability to think outside the box. If you want to see outside the box, then you need to stop getting any single pleasure. Because if you get a lot of comfort and satisfaction in your life, you'll be locked inside a box, and you can't think outside it. 2. Second thing, speak less than necessary. Now you'll say this law is similar to 48 laws of Power's 4th law. But I'll say it's not. We aren't talking about manipulation, instead self-help. It's a fact that the more you'll say, the calmer you'll appear if you want to become fit by heart. Mind and body then going to the gym won't fixate on you totally. Body will get enlarged and strong, but the mind will stop responding. If you want to rewire your brain nerves, then you need to stop talking unnecessarily. Here is a quote from the Tao Te Ching. The smarter you get, the less you speak. If we reverse it, we can conclude that the less you'll speak, the more smart you'll get. I'm not saying you should reduce the conversations. I'm not saying that you should stop talking to your friends and families. Instead, I'm telling you to be silent sometime, because if you follow this advice, then you'll notice in a few days that your useless thoughts fade away and you begin to get a rational mindset. You'll have control on all of your senses. The secret is that you will rewire your brain and you'll get philosophical brain. And philosophers are considered to be the highly intelligent individuals in the whole fucking planet. So you should stop talking a lot, and you'll feel that you have an ability to control your emotions. 4. Write down your thoughts. I think this is the most important advice in this whole video. I've been writing all of my thoughts which fluctuate in my mind for 2 years, and this helped me a lot. Here is my advice to you. Take a diary and start writing all of the value you got through the internet, or by reading books, and most prominently by thinking. You'll be able to discover everything in your mind, and you'll feel like you don't need any other knowledge to improve yourself. Now you'll ask, what is the point of doing this? Then let me tell you something. What if I were to tell you that in 2007, a new addictive drug came out and it took the world by storm? In less than 15 years, over half of the world's population was using this drug daily. It was causing a rise in depression, anxiety and suicide in all age ranges, but especially in young girls. And it was accounting for 3,000 traffic deaths per year in the United States from impaired driving. Well, check your pockets, because I'm guessing you have this drug on you right now, and it's your smartphone. Smartphones have completely smoked up your brain, and now it has lost the power to memories, the most ultimate thoughts. That's why I said that the more you consume the content, the more your mind will become numb, and at the end it becomes zero. Because social media and the phone addiction regulates a lot of dopamine, which has completely fried up your entire brain. Because it gives you a lot of contentment after the sex. When you think about addiction, what comes to mind? Substances like drugs and alcohol. Maybe sex, gambling. Do you think about computer code, apps, algorithms? You are intensely addicted to games and social media. Isn't this mental masturbation? Read this aloud in your brain. How many times have you been on your phone, exited Twitter or TikTok on any of these apps, and then scroll around a bit and within 3 seconds was back on it, by habit? How many times have you exited and scrolled and clicked on the same app again? Point is that they have ingrained in you. And via dopamine hits, by altering the algorithm, by making sure that your eyes look in certain places on the app, via the front camera. They have made you addicted to their application, and they have to survive, because if they don't, the other application which is more addictive will win. Why do you have to scroll down to refresh an app? Why doesn't it refresh itself? 'Cause you are building in a physical mechanism, along with your mind. Move my thumb for dopamine. Move my thumb for dopamine. Move my thumb for dopamine. It is a physical action that results in getting what you want, the information of the dopamine. If you don't let them spy on you, you're not worth any money to them. They don't want you to use their application. There is no such thing as a free application. You are paying with your identity. And you don't only pay with your identity, you pay with it because your identity will change in a long enough time, FRME. They will alter your identity. They will make you a better slave to make them more money. This was the reason I told you to write your thoughts in a diary or in any physical form. 'Cause mentally you are fucked up. Sorry to be rude, but it's true, you can't memorize your thoughts after a few weeks and months. But if you'll detox this addiction, then your memorization ability will be back. Can you do a favor for me? I want an honest review about this video. You can comment. Thank you for watching. Subscribe channel for your knowledge and growth. We will meet again in next video. See you soon.